EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Brown has the first down and much more. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39.
2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be caught once again by Brown. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Covered by Trey Wayne.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Good. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
At the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Oh, give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He sets up the screen to Jones. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
They'll set up to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
13.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Good.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to sling this deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Bengals 14. Ravens.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man is Higgins. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And 5 at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Down at the 30.
Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken about a yard deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
To T. Higgins. A 6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
On the carry.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the 1st touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
In a friendly bounce there, they will get excellent field position to start as this kicks out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. He'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through.
Is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones.
The pass.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
3 brings up second and 7.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Let's bring it. Check 9, check 9. Half the 60, half the 60.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 46 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ronald Jones, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Good.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
And 3.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
7. And a Bengal 1st down.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.